3 degrees at DCA Airport. Still a nice evening in the 70s. I hope you can get outside and enjoy it. Tomorrow looks very decent as well. It's a good start to our work week. Near perfect weather, increasing cloudiness and dry enough air should make it refreshing enough. Still not quite autumnal, but at least we're relatively close to our average high temperature of 79 degrees tomorrow. Maybe around 80 degrees, as warm as around 80. Shower chance can't be ruled out. Very stray shower maybe tomorrow morning as fog and low clouds try to lift out. We have kind of an easterly fetch of breeze off of the Atlantic and the Chesapeake, bringing in some oceanic and bay moisture. But shower chances really don't go up a half notch until Tuesday, and it's mainly we're focused on later Wednesday through perhaps Thursday night for the main rain chance this week. It could be steady. We could get a couple downpours. We could have a couple storms, maybe some gusty winds, and maybe some patchy flooding before everything is said and done, hopefully moving out here on Friday morning. So keep that in mind. And our latest forecast is at CWG.news/latest. So please go there to check out the latest PM update by Greg Porter. Good evening, David, Kathleen. Too much ragweed for me as well, Kathleen. I had to take some allergy medication so that my eyes did not look too crazy for you. Let me move this over to the proper side. There we go. Everything is pretty moderate except trees, Kathleen, thank goodness. And Paul, thanks for tuning in. Good evening. Hope you are doing well. Thank you so much. And Rick, hello. Are we done with the heat waves yet? Can't completely promise we are done with 90 degrees, but so far 48 degrees, 48 days of 90 degrees or hotter. We have surpassed last year's total of 46 there at the bottom, as you can see. So are we gonna hit 50? I don't think so, but could we add one more before the month is over? I mean, even we've seen early October has had some hot temperatures in recent years. So let's look ahead for next week. Here's the temperature outlook with a slight probability of being below average with our temperatures. And what's the average by the time we get to next week? 77 degrees for at least the high temperature portion. So I hope this helps Rick look in the medium term. We aren't looking at 90 happening anytime soon just yet, but can't rule it out before our warm season is over. And that could take until early, even mid-October. We've had quick heat bursts even during these long nighttime conditions when our days are getting shorter and shorter. Precipitation, while we're looking ahead, has a very decent probability of being below average for next week as well. So we could have some dry conditions to go along with our potentially average or cooler than average temperatures next week. So I hope that helps. All right, here once again is the forecast at a glance. The main rain chance is we're kind of eyeing later Wednesday through Thursday night, maybe some lingering showers in the Friday morning, which if that cold front, which is slowing down, if it gets out of here for Friday, we could have a nice first autumnal-like day. Really dry dew points, very refreshing air, dry, breathable air, and temperatures a little bit below average. So we could actually finally feel like a little taste of real fall, not this 80+ degree stuff that we're talking about. We're trying to get toward fall early part of this week, but looking pretty nice tomorrow. I'm Camden Walker for CapitalWeatherGang.com. Thank you so much for joining me for these weekly Sunday Sunset Chat Q&A sessions. Go to the latest forecast at CWG.news/latest. Michael, hello, thanks for tuning in. David, severe weather, outside chance we see some Thursday into Thursday nights. We'll keep you posted. Mike, hello, thanks for tuning in. And Sherry, can't wait for fall weather, so let's look forward to Friday. There it is. We're looking forward to Friday, maybe first a real first little taste of fall weather. Genevieve, it's so muggy. Will mugginess disappear this week? Genevieve, I'm so glad you asked. Here is an animation of what it looks like with the dew points. We get back into the 60s and may hit 70 degrees again. Late Wednesday night, perhaps through into Thursday night, we could pop into the 70 degree category, which as you can see here, it makes it in muggy gross category there at the bottom. I got to point to the right side there. 70 degrees is the muggy gross category, and as you can see, we are not done with these muggy dew points just yet. So we have a nice break tomorrow, as you can see from the beginning of the animation. Fairly refreshing, fairly late summer dry air for tomorrow to start out our work week. But we see those darker blues and purples moving in here kind of in conjunction with our rain chances later Wednesday through Thursday night. That's the main block of time. We're thinking we could see showers, storms, downpours, patchy flooding, gusty winds, and yes, a severe storm can't be ruled out completely, but we will keep you posted at capitalweathergang.com as this front slowly but surely makes its way out to sea this week. And the rain chances, here's a simulated radar. Again, isolated sprinkle maybe tomorrow morning with the low clouds and fog burning off quickly. Maybe a shower on Tuesday, but then Wednesday, yes, some showers become more and more possible, with the main chance of kind of slightly moderate, heavier, steadier rain into starting Wednesday late to maybe early Friday morning. So late Wednesday into very early Friday morning. We'll keep you posted at capitalweathergang.com. All right. Good evening, David and Sherry. Can't wait for fall weather. And Genevieve, we talked about the mugginess slowly pulling out this week. And Mike, hello. And Rachel, it looks oh so nice for portions of this week. So let's see what I've got for you up here in our forecast at a glance. Decent start to our work week. That's what I'm kind of touting, and a decent end to it perhaps as well. Could taste a little bit like more like fall, real fall taste coming up on Friday with even lower dew points, drier air, more refreshing air. And we could be rain free for most of Friday if that cold front stays on time and gets the heck out of here very early on Friday morning. So keep that in mind. Shower chances maybe can't be ruled out Tuesday, but we're really looking at the core of the rain chances late Wednesday into very early Friday morning, kind of before sunrise. All right, Marie, you're most welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Valentina, an active Canary Islands volcano. So far have not seen a tsunami warning. We'll keep an eye on that. Seems unlikely if it's on that side of the Atlantic. Christelle, Wednesday night into Thursday night looks very wet. Yes, indeed. Genevieve, I'm sorry for your emoji. They're unhappy with parts of the forecast. And let's see, we've got Marie loving fall, and Tori, nice that you're off on Friday. Thanks for tuning in from Twitter. And Mike, tropical season is definitely not over. Let's go to the tropics really quick. We've got tons of activity happening right now, and I think that had to be sarcasm, Mike. Rose and Peter have formed today. The next name on the list would be Sam. For the latest on the tropics, go to CWG.news/tropics, and we'll keep you posted as we continue to be in the peak of hurricane season, and it might not let up for the rest of the month. Slowly but surely, it looks like storms want to develop for the remainder of September. We will keep you posted, and we really have even one more little mini peak in mid-October for hurricane season, so we hopefully can trail things off by late October into November, and the traditional end of hurricane season is November 30th. So we'll keep you posted through then. And of course, if we run out of names, we've got a backup list of names from the from the World Meteorological Organization. So plenty of more names we can run through if it remains as active as we are seeing now in the Atlantic Hurricane Basin. All right, Marie asks, how much rain this week? That is a great question, Marie. So let me show you the progression of rainfall accumulating as this cold front moves toward us slowly but surely out of the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes. So here we are, maybe seeing a couple showers Tuesday, Wednesday have a higher chance of showers, but here we are into Wednesday night and Thursday. That's when we see the heavier rain, maybe through Thursday night, and it's finally moving out to sea there at the end. But here's a static map for you. Maybe an inch, maybe up to 2 inches in some of the heavier downpour spots. Localized downpours are possible in this type of rain that we could see Thursday into Thursday night. David, thanks for tuning in. And Gail, last great weekend with warm temps. If you're looking for warmth, I don't think you need to completely write off next weekend. We've got, here's a sneak peek at Saturday, still pretty warm and pretty close to what we had this weekend. So will the air be a little drier, more refreshing and autumnal with even lower dew points? Possibly. Possibly lower than dew points this weekend. So keep that in mind if you're more of a summer weather lover. This weekend with a heat index that got up to at least 84 degrees today at DCA Airport. Doesn't look like it's going to be like that for next weekend for these temperatures. We are likely not going to be accompanied by dew points that are anywhere near as moist as we have this weekend. So keep that in mind. David, yes, we could see over an inch of rain. Cool overnight next weekend. We could see 50s north of the city. Amanda, yes, indeed. Thanks for tuning in. We need some fall now, Rachel. Indeed, this, at least for next Saturday, this preview has lower dew points with it. So keep that in mind. This will feel pretty good. Once we can't rule out an isolated stray shower next weekend as well, but we do. Let me see if I can focus myself here a little bit. There we go. Hopefully that focuses me a little bit. Sorry for the camera shake. I don't want to be out of focus for you, but there we are. Here's a sneak peek at your forecast for the week. Starts out good, ends even better potentially on Friday. It could be fall-like. Thank you for tuning in for these weekly Sunday Sunset Chats. I'm Camden Walker for CapitalWeatherGang.com. I love doing these Q&A chats with you every Sunday night at sunset, which sunset is getting earlier and earlier. We're losing 2.5 minutes of daylight every day. So you'll talk to me, I think, right before 7 p.m. next Sunday. We are going to lose, by the time you talk to me as well, I think, our 12 hours of daylight from sunrise to sunset. So we will be talking earlier and with longer nights, and it will be after the equinox, which is Wednesday at 3:21 p.m. local time in DC. And keep in mind, thanks to atmospheric optics, the equilux is different from the equinox. So we don't quite have the exact 12-hour day length until next weekend, but we do have the exact time of the equinox this week on Wednesday. That's an instantaneous moment around the globe when we all have equal night. But keep that in mind, because of atmospheric refraction, locally it differs around the globe when 12 hours of daylight happen. It's usually delayed from when the equinox is almost everywhere on the globe. So keep that in mind. Equinox and equilux are different, and we're going to have all the details from someone I can trust. Justin Greiser will be writing his Capital Weather post on the equinox coming up midweek. Look for that on CapitalWeatherGang.com. Joanna is enjoying the gorgeous weather, and I appreciate you tuning in, Joanna, from Facebook. And keep in mind, we're on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, all coming to you tonight. And the Tropics remain active, so please go to CWG.news/Tropics, and we'll keep you posted on Rose and Peter looking like they want to go out to sea and no impact to land, but it remains a very active tropical season through at least the end of September. It looks like the Atlantic Basin wants to remain active. And you might ask, what's the next name? Right now we've got Sam is the next item to develop potentially in the Atlantic Basin. If we run out of names, we've got a standby list starting with Adria from the World Meteorological Organization. So we've got lots and lots of potential activity, but plenty of names to cover it. What else do I have for you? Let's go back to the forecast while I take some questions and comments and latest forecast at CWG.news/latest. I'm Camden Walker for CapitalWeatherGang.com. On the air another 6 minutes or so. Let me know if you have any questions. Omar says winter is coming. Well, maybe a little bit of fall-like weather on Friday as we end the week on even a better note than we started. It's looking great. Gail has thumbs down. Probably not liking the downpour, patchy flooding chance potentially midweek. Maybe looking at the main rain chance being later on Wednesday into late Thursday night. But we can't rule out a shower on Tuesday as well. Stephanie asks, when will the humidity drop? I've got this perfect animation for you, watching the dew points kind of start pretty good, but we start feeding in some more moisture off of the ocean, and then a southerly flow starts by the middle of this week, coinciding with our rain chances that are increasing. Yes, we could see another 70-degree dew point day. Let's see if I can line up my finger right there. Could be muggy and gross for the middle part of this week as we get some heavier rain chances late Wednesday into late Thursday night is kind of the time frame we're looking at. Very muggy potentially and very rainy. And here is the simulated radar just to give you kind of a pattern as the rain slowly tries to pull out Friday. Let's go back to Tuesday. There we go. We have got to maybe keep an eye on showers Tuesday and then keep an umbrella handy more on Wednesday. By late Wednesday into Thursday and Thursday night, that's when some of the heavier rains could develop. And that's also coinciding with our muggier conditions with dew points again and the summery conditions, summery near 70 degrees. An animation showing the progress of the rain as this cold front slowly edges toward us. It's taking its time and slowing down in the weather model, so we're trying to get it out of here very early on Friday morning, but stay tuned to timing changes, timing tweaks as we get closer. We'll be anytime you need us at CapitalWeatherGang.com. I'm Camden Walker. Thanks for joining me for these weekly Sunday sunset chats. Here's a static map of how much we think rain could add up to this week, maybe an inch. Can't rule out downpours in some spots, giving 2 inches in your rain gauge by things all said and done early Friday morning. So keep that in mind. This is going to be a good amount of rain focused on late Wednesday into late Thursday night. So that's kind of the time frame we're looking at. So please keep that in mind. Start carrying an umbrella with you maybe on Wednesday, and especially Thursday as well. All right, here's your forecast at a glance. The week starts awesome, ends even awesomer with a real taste of fall, cooler conditions and drier air by Friday, if we can get that cold front out here. In the latest forecast at CWG.news/latest. So Stephanie, I hope I answered your question about when the humidity drops on Friday. Faraday, thanks so much for tuning in. Very kind words. And David, do you think we'll run out of names this year and go to the next list in the tropics from the World Meteorological Organization? It's going to be close. Here's the list. First off, do I think we'll see 4 more named storms by the time everything is said and done? The core of hurricane season kind of starts winding down after mid-October, but yes, we go until November 30th. So how about this? I'll lean yes. Because the analog years of active storm activity that's tracking this fast, this early, that we're seeing these named storms develop, yes. How about, I think we could get into Adria and maybe Braylene. That's the next list here. If we do go past, what is the last name? Wanda? Yep. So Wanda's the last name, and we could go to this backup list from the World Meteorological Organization for the Atlantic Basin names. And that could take until November, I'm hoping. But yes, the Atlantic Basin does look to stay active through the end of September at least. And we do have another little bump up in activity, climatologically speaking, in the middle of October as well. So we'll keep you posted. And every week when we have a tropical update for you, I'll put it up here at CWG.news/tropics. There right now, that's the latest for you at CWG.news/tropics. Anytime you need us at capitalweathergang.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Camden Walker for capitalweathergang.com. I've got all kinds of stuff here for you, but here's your forecast at a glance. Storms on Wednesday, Thursday, ask Mike, be flashy or regular steady rain. It's going to be a mixture. I think we could see a couple downpours, a couple rumbles of thunder, patchy flooding is possible. We could see a severe storm with gusty, damaging winds at or above 58 miles an hour. That's possible as well. So we need to kind of keep an eye on things as we get closer to that main period we're looking at for rain, late Wednesday into late Thursday night. And as you can see here, I kind of put in some emoji with some lightning, gusty emoji there, and yes, even a shower possible on Tuesday as well. So keep that in mind. The latest forecast there at CWG.news/latest. Thanks, Mike. Very kind. Tina, yes, I like to do these outside, and it does have some background cicada noise and dogs, you name it. Let's see, Barbara, if we don't get onto the next list, those names do stay put for next year's backup. Yes, indeed. In the tropics. That's a great question. All right. David, we answered that. And Joanna is liking the gorgeous weather on Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in, Joanna. And yes, I got to point the right way, but Friday could be a really more honest taste of fall, a little bit below average for this time of year. Drier air, maybe dew points, maybe around 50 degrees, which would be super refreshing. And Rachel says yay fall as well. There we go. All right, so the next couple minutes that I'm on the air, let me know if you have any questions. Let me run through what I have for you. Humidity this week does build again midweek, coinciding with our heavier rain chances. 70 degree dew point can't be ruled out in the muggy gross category there. So keep that in mind midweek as we get wetter, and you want to kind of have an umbrella around by the middle part of this week, that you're going to also experience some mugginess as well. So it is going to be a muggy and damp week by the time we get into late Wednesday into Thursday. Here's a simulated radar. Don't take it as an exact forecast, but just to give you an idea, this cold front is moving in from the west, progressing slowly off the east coast. Hopefully early Friday morning we can get the rain out of here, but with the heaviest activity, as you can see here, for late Wednesday into late Thursday night, kind of a 30-hour period around there. And rain amounts, as you can see, progresses in this animation as we get toward the heavier period of rain late Wednesday night into late Thursday night. And it takes its time progressing off the coast, but it does accumulate this week, slowly but surely, maybe an inch. 2 inches can't be ruled out in some of the heavier downpour spots. And yes, we could see downpours with some of these storms on Thursday and Thursday night. But we are watching the timing. This front has slowed down from when we initially thought it would move through. But so far, rain amounts are in, again, the 1, maybe 2 inch category. And we'll keep you posted at capitalweathergang.com as we get closer. And you will talk to me tonight. It was a 7:09 p.m. sunset. Next week, we're right before 7 p.m. So I look forward to talking to you about 10 minutes earlier next Sunday night for our weekly Sunday Sunset Chat Q&As. The equinox is happening Wednesday local time in DC at 3:21 p.m. But the equilux, when we actually have exactly 12 hours of day and night, that will come later into this weekend. So keep that in mind. I love this graphic from the New Zealand Weather Service that shows how atmospheric lens refraction keeps the atmosphere from delivering, optically speaking, an exact 12-hour day and night exactly at the same time as the equinox. It's different from the equilux. All right, we'll have an equinox post for you out by midweek, I promise, on capitalweathergang.com. Latest on the tropics, which remain active at CWG.news/tropics. Have a great start to your week. It starts awesome. It might even end better with a taste of fall. Have a great night. I'm Camden Walker signing off. Chase, patchy flooding as possible. And David, yep, muggy, gross as possible midweek as well. Barb, you're most welcome for the updates. And glad you could bike this week, Tina.